Hello and welcome. So I'm going to have a look at the Times Cryptic crossword, which was published on Wednesday the 13th of November 2024. It's 15 by 15, and the instructions up here tell us this was puzzle 1 in the semi-final at the Times Crossword Championship, where 47 contestants solved it correctly. So I think the format of the championship is that in round 1 you get 3 puzzles which you've got 90 minutes to solve, and then I think maybe the top 60 of those go through in the semi-final, which is the second round as such. I think it's just maybe 2 puzzles or 3 more puzzles to get through, and that has to whittle down to 5 people for the final. So I think this is going to be a lot harder. In fact, by repute, it's quite hard. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do on this. Whether I will last past 30 minutes or an hour. If I get really stuck and I haven't got anything, then I may just have to give it up. But I think I had to get. I can't remember which one. I think I had to get the first round, one of the first round puzzles, and I did did all but 2 clues of that in 58 minutes or an hour, so I was pretty pleased with that. Or maybe that was the championship one that took the best bit. I think that might have been the championship final puzzle actually, and that took the the best people 5 to 7 minutes to do. So, but I think they did that one quick, made that a quick one so that everybody wasn't sat around waiting to find out who's the winner. So in this one, yeah, I don't know, nothing more to say. I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Company, flying flag, initially ran off at sea. Whew, there's a lot going on in that clue. At sea would normally be an anagram indicator. Off. Company is co. Well, let's put co in there. I don't think it's going to be, but flag could be a standard. Can't see how standard would fit there. It doesn't fit anyway. Okay, dog collars. Cruciverbalists put back are delightful. So cruciverbalists are people who like doing crosswords. Dog collars. Okay, dog collars. Cruciverbalists put back. Was that a hidden word? Maybe. Kirch. I can't see that is. Collars might be indicating put a word into something, but I don't think so. Dog, shadow, trail. Okay, fashion. Let's go in. Trend with gel covering one with curls. One with curls. In gel or gel. Trend, fashion trend. Okay, maybe that's a specific one. Fashion trend hip with gel covering one with curls. Nope. Okay, half-heartedly chattered about strip of clothing. I'm already feeling demoralised, if I'm honest. Chattered is talked about. Half-heartedly makes me think you've got to take out the middle letter of a word for chattered, which would be talked. So only one of those. Tailed, taked, tailed. Don't think so. Stick clutched by extremely cheeky tots in riding gear. Oh my word! There's 7 and 6. Cheeky. Riding. I mean, I think riding crop, but cheeky. Extremely cheeky would be CY. But I don't have anything coming off that. Stick clutched by that. Stick rod. Adhere. Riding gear. Oh. Ruffian around a creek, rolling over in lounger. Golly, ruffian around a creek, rolling over in lounger. It doesn't mean a lot to me at this point. Ruffian could be kind of scallywag, or I want to say imp, but I don't think that's more of a mischief maker. Okay, let's crack on. Threaten to go out first from Gatwick Express. Threaten to go out first from Gatwick. So you think first from Gatwick Express would be a GE on the end of it. Threaten would be to go out, would be to extinguish, to die. Threaten would be to not sure. Okay, make good business, plug in pure rubbish. Pure rubbish. Okay, so make good business, make good, and then business would be, maybe that's a co. Pure, rubbish. Is that an anagram of pure? I think that is. I think it's an anagram of pure with a co in it. Make good would be to Riku. Yes, got one! Woohoo! Riku. Perhaps someone's shooting a bit of magic in EastEnders. Okay, so that's just going to be a, I assume in EastEnders is going to be a drop an H thing. Perhaps someone's shooting a bit of magic would be wizardry. Perhaps someone's shooting snapper, photographer, a bit of magic. Abracadabra. Okay, spelling. Spellbinding. Yeah, okay. Maybe my excitement's gone after Riku. Person holding cup. I bet that gets smashed. It's what impatient waiters do. Person holding cup. Okay, I bet that gets smashed. So you'd think I bet. I think that's an anagram of cup I bet, which is 7 letters, with a person around it, and it's what impatient waiters do. Clear the tables. I'm going to guess that that's the word in there. Hurry up the cup I bet. There is a THE in I bet. Be the cup I bet. So that leaves me, that's only 7 letters, cup I bet. Which means I need another 13, 6 for a person. What will go in there? I'm not sure. I should say this, that in there. I was looking at that. I mean, if that is in there as well, that leaves me short, doesn't it? Okay, I'm taking it out and moving on. Creature that flies around lake in rainy weather. Come on, that must be gettable. So a lake is now. Rainy weather is rainy weather is rain. Rainy weather is rain. And it could be lake in. Could be either actually. It's an interesting clue because they've deliberately made it so that either it's a creature that flies around a lake or it's a lake in rainy weather. So rainy weather, hail. Okay. Doctor to unwind, absorbing hospital casebook. 9 letters. Now that does, well, again, same thing. Doctor is an anagram indicator, but unwind could be an anagram indicator. There's an H in it, I know that much probably. So I think doctor is probably the lesser likely. To unwind would be, probably ends in a shun. Let's put a shun in there, which would leave me WHUND, which doesn't really. Casebook would be whodunit. Get me! No, it isn't. Hang on. Have I got 2 D's for done it? I think it's whodunit like that, isn't it? So we've got N for wind and no. What have we got? 2 unwind. Yeah, 2 N's. 2 N's. Whodunit. Okay, nice. Casebook. Got 1. Got 2 overall. Good. Mellow wine, like certain spirits. Mellow wine, like certain spirits. Oh gosh. So like certain spirits would be something LY, I think, but certain could be sure. There's a lot of misdirection in this crossword, interestingly. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, isn't it? That's why it's harder. Activity handymen do, maintaining cunning system with 2 rulers. Wow. Cunning system with 2 rulers. Is that just literally like put a king in there, a couple of R's in there? Cunning system is a schema, stream. Activity handyman do, could be anything. Okay, well, got 2, so that's good. Perhaps Holly's outside watering hole, close to drunk. You You'd think close to drunk is K. Perhaps Hollies. Outside watering hole. Yeah, Hollies outside is bark, isn't it? A bar with a K. Woohoo! The downs are going, so I'm 100% record on the downs. That's got to be good. Particular, distasteful part of fish to start with. Oh, particular, specific. What would that be specific? Start, part of fish to start with. Fin. So is it starting with, maybe put fin, that's starting the answer, and then distasteful fin. I don't know, not sure. Right. Phone cases character used on Apple products overturned making bloomer. Buh. Phone cases would be PE. Character used on Apple products overturned. Huh. Making bloomer. Okay, so that's a peony, isn't it? I think, which is apple on, used on, and then I think it's peony, but I don't. Was it character used on Apple products overturned? Maybe it isn't then. OAP-PAO. Is that how you spell peony? Peony. Phone cases, character used on Apple products overturned. Is it PAO? 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 So products Apple on. No, I don't like that. Let's go next one. Tons invested in stock, flipping American junk. Cool. American junk is garbage, which doesn't really help. Tons would be T, I think. Invested in stock, flipping, but then in stock flipping. American junk is garbage, but doesn't fit. Two pieces of personal info brought up in wine store. Wine store seller. Now there is a particular word for a wine shop. Bodega. Okay, let's just see if that. And just see bodega. Personal info brought up. So age, date of birth. There you go. Bodega. Wow. Okay. Funny writer with family penning poem. So we've got another bit of misdirection here, and we've got funny writer. So funny could be an anagram indicator. Got family penning poem could suggest we're putting kin, something like kin around poem, a poem which would be an ode. Funny writer could be Edward Lear with family Lear penning poem. Limerick, is that possible? Limerick doesn't fit. Not that it particularly should. Funny writer could be an anagram writer with kin. With family, which would be kin or blood. So writer would be. Who do I know? I don't know many. Writer, kin. I'm going to leave a kin there, but I don't necessarily think it's right. Tasteless stuff, edging plain upholstery fabric. Tasteless stuff. Okay, tasteless stuff is kitsy. Tasteless stuff, edging. Could be SF. Edging plain upholstery fabric is. Could be leather, but I don't think it's. I don't know what upholstery fabric is otherwise. Does tasteless stuff edging plain mean put something like that around a word meaning plain? I don't know what that would be. Or a a short, uh, an abbreviation for plane. Okay, or just another word for plane, like a kind of like a desert plane. Cryptic indication of setters part of town. Oh golly. Let's have a little swig of my tea. Excuse me. That didn't go well. That's a big old crunch. Cryptic indication of setters part of town. I think I've seen this somewhere along the way, but I can't think what it is. I want it. My brain's saying ghetto, but I can't. But maybe that's just. But why would that be? Indicator of setter. Could be me. Cryptic indication of setter. Recalling Marines on strike. One could sound the reveille. I think that's the word, reveille. Marines on strike. So Royal Marines are MR. Royal Marines are RM. So recalling them would be MR. But on strike, one could sound the reveille. Just looking at the clue answer. Area 55, something about early. Reveille. I can't remember what reveille is. Is it the morning call? Okay. Naughty dogs say turned on kids program. Oh golly. Naughty is 6 letters. Dog is 3. And then say turned on. Say turned. So that suggests to me that I need to put G there for dog. For say, going backwards. Turned up, turned. Or is it G on kids program? Naughty dog, naughty. Can't be anything too unknown, can it? For kids program. But what it is, be on Play School or Teletubbies or Playaway, Crackerjack. Wouldn't feel very comfortable at that GE, but let's keep going. Affluent banks in Madrid. Okay, affluent banks in Madrid bagging working capital. 8 letters. Richmond? Yes. Okay. Richmond, Virginia is the capital. Richmond is the capital of Virginia. We've got rich is affluent, MD being the banks of Madrid, and on is working. Get me. Comic actors crack. Brief piece of dialogue. Comic actors crack. Comic actors crack. Brief piece of dialogue is a. So I assume we're really looking for a line. Chaplin. Crack. Chaplin. Comic actress Charlie Chaplin. Crack, I don't quite know why that'd be chap, but brief piece of dialogue would be a line without the E on it. There's my L for that one. Actors crack, chap. Don't get that. I'm going with it, but I can't quite pass it. Thus is so. Thus, accepting an outcome of sunbathing is very bad. Well, thus is normally so, or ergo. Let's put another O down there, unless I get it. An outcome. Thus accepting an. Oh, excuse me. Thus accepting O. Let's take that out then. Outcome of sunbathing is a tan. Gosh, what am I doing? Very bad. Satanic. Is that right? Sick is thus. An outcome of that of sunbathing is a tan. Satanic. There we go. Good. Loaded sun. Loaded sun with possible reason for going to church. Must be a Y, mustn't it? I think the reason is a Y, isn't it? So loaded is wealthy. That doesn't work. Wealthy. No, it can't be wealthy. Good. Thankfully, going to church. Maybe it's not Y at the end then. How. Maybe how. Take that out. Loaded sun. Going to church would be sure. E. Howley. I don't think so. Actually, that's unlikely, isn't it? Person holding cup. I bet that gets smashed. It's what impatient waiters do. I don't think that's going to be right. But that could be my the again. The. So I think that's probably wrong down there. Probably. That was a bit of a guess, wasn't it? Let's go down to barbarian aboard boat regularly. Getting fare from Asia. So fare from Asia, I assume, is kind of sushi, is it? No, can't we see? I was looking at that U and 5 letters. Barbarian aboard boat. So boat regularly is OT. If that was aboard boat, or is it BA? What's a barbarian? Brute? And barbarian aboard boat would almost certainly suggest it's a word for barbarian. I mean, it could be S. So look at this again. What? Because that, if that's a B or an S, must be person holding cup. Person holding cup. I bet that gets smashed. It's what impatient waiters do. What do impatient waiters do? Something at the bat, at the bet. Okay. And wander off. Ditching right guy. Okay, so wander off is to... Gosh, what is it? Ditching right, so lose an R to get to a guy. Is a guy going to be just the name of a bloke? Not sure. Okay, well, there we go. A little bit better on the downs, I think. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. To go with my 2 or 3, 2. So 7. Okay, well, there we go. Company, flying flag, initially ran off at sea. Company, flying flag. I don't know if that is a P, do I? A flag is a company, business, buzziness, no. Flying flag initially ran off. What's a company? Band. Banner. Off at sea. Ban. Okay, not getting here on that. The B over here. Dog collar. Dog collars. Crucible lists. Put. Just looking to see if there is a hidden word there. Brevi. Increased verb lists. I don't think it is. Put back are delightful. Dog collars. Dog collars. Crucible verb list. Put back. Is crucible verb lists me or us? Don't know. Put back are delightful. Okay, let's go to this one. Fashionable trend with gel covering one with curls. I've got my R and a D there. And I'm very confident about those two bits of the answer. Or those two answers at the end of it. I'm going to take a swig of tea, excuse me. Okay, I'm looking at this clue thinking that fashion might actually be asking an anagram here, and we've got trend, which has got an R and a D in it, and then gel with 3 letters, and 1 is an I, which would give us, or give me, with curls, which would be ring something, isn't it? Ring-tailed, ring, R-I-N-G-D-E, ringletted, I think. Okay, let's cross those letters off. T, R, yeah, I-G-E-L, yeah, ring-letted. Okay, that's a bit of a clue, wasn't it? Okay, half-heartedly chattered. I've got no way about strip of clothing. Still haven't got anything there. This, I don't know if this is correct now. Stick clutched by extremely cheeky tots in riding gear. Stick clutched by extremely cheeky. Cheeky tots. Oh, that doesn't do that one any good. Phone cases, character used on Apple products. Overturned. Used on Apple products. Making bloomer. Is it a P-E-L? Pel? Not sure about that one. Maybe time to ditch that as a possibility, but I'm not quite there yet. So let's look at this again. Ruffian around a creek. Rolling over in lounger. Ruffian is a... I can't think what it is. Threaten to go out first. Threaten to go out first. And from Gatwick Express. First from Gatwick. Maybe it's actually... what about G there? And then if that can't be an ing word there, can it really? I want to put skiing in there. Threatening. Let's just put, if that was an I, what we've got? Tasteless stuff, edging, plain upholstery fabric. It could be an I word. I don't want it to be. I've got no about this K, have I? Threaten to go out. Threaten to go out first from Gatwick Express would be quick. Don't know. Okay, what's here? I've got two of these letters. Perhaps someone shooting a bit of magic in EastEnders. Perhaps someone shooting a bit of magic in EastEnders is with... Can I have a bit more tea, excuse me. Perhaps someone shooting is a... It's going to be an assassin. Oh, and it could be a photographer. Could be a sniper of some type, some kind of sniper or person with a gun. Shooting a bit of magic in EastEnders is going to be. I can't think really what it might be. Okay, what we've got here again? Person holding cup. I bet. So cup. I bet that. Cup. I bet that. It's what impatient waiters do. Now that, the people who are good at this puzzle will have just biffed that within seconds, I imagine. And even if they didn't, they'll have a few more crossing letters that will help them to do that. Impatient waiters want to clear the tables, want to seat, plate. What impatient waiters do. Be nice to work out what that word is really, because that would help me. No, I'm assuming that's the, which with a middle H it probably is, and a three-letter word. At the mat. It's like, I kind of want impatient waiters to foam at the mouth or something like that, but obviously that isn't going to happen. Or it's the wrong answer, and it doesn't fit the letters. But that's the kind of thing, isn't it? Impatient people foam at the mouth a bit. Well, that's more angry, but that kind of something at the I mean, that can't be pot. Stir the pot. In the pot. What's this clue again? If that was a P, I don't think it is. Barbarian aboard boat regularly, getting fare from Asia. Sorry. Cool. So boat regularly is either a BA or a OT. I mean, if that was, so we've either got a B. I know. At the bit, something at the bit, isn't it? I think. Cup, I bet. Champ at the bit. But I don't quite understand why that would be champ at the bit. Cup, I bet. So let's take some letters out. I bet. Cup. Where does cup come in? I haven't got a U. That's a champ at the bit. Person holding cup. Oh, person holding cup's a champion, aren't they? And then bet that. I bet that. And there's my that. Yes, champ at the bit. There we go. Oh, impatient waiters. So just people who are waiting, not waiters per se. So that confirms we want a BA. Regularly getting fare from Asia. Barbarian aboard. So is it BA or B? Let's see what this clue's doing down here. Activity. Oh gosh. Handymen do. Maintaining cunning system with 2 rulers. Gosh, what's that? Activity handymen do. So see the BA there, or I think, or BAU. Balti. Can't be Balti. Barbarian aboard boat. Makes me really think it needs to be a B something something U B U that going to BA. Getting fare from Asia. Barbarian must be plug. A lug, I think. Beluga. Beluga? Like beluga caviar? Not convinced, but a lug is a bit of a barbarian, isn't it, I think. Activity. Handymen do. Maintaining cunning system with 2 rulers. So who are my 2 rulers? CR. Activity handymen do. Maintaining cunning system is a. Let's go through the alphabet. Z, X, C, V, B, N, M. Nothing there. A, no. It's D, F, G, H. H, unlikely. J, K, L. This is good actually. There's not many things that go in here. At least P. Okay, so now we're getting to the ones. So the vowels can go in there. Dupe. Dia. Okay, die. No. Yep. And that's it. So it's only the vowels plus Y, I think. Oh, put that back in the right way. Beluga. Yeah. Diac. Dias. Dia. Cunning system is a bit of a dodge. Dodge, no, it doesn't really fit. I mean, I'm not sure about Beluga, but I think it probably. I feel fairly confident about the wordplay of being the B and the A ending it, and then the bit in the middle. Not so sure. Have another look at this one. Wander off, ditching a right guy. So. Guy. No. E. Not really. UT. IT. OT. PT. AT. Wander off, ditching right guy. ST. I mean, there's not a lot that actually goes there, really. Stan? If you wander off, do you Stan? Wander off, ditching right, Stran? If that was Stan, I don't think it is, because that's a shortened name. What would this be? This would be actively handymen do. Well, they do DIY, don't they? If I'm honest. Oh, let's think DIY then. So what's that? Die, and then 2 cunning system. There's not a lot going on there. I'm thinking CR for King Charles. CR. That could be stay, can it? So I quite like that DIY idea. I just don't think it's happening. Oh, is a system with 2? Is a system with 2 maintaining cunning? DIY diarchy. Wow. Okay. There we go. DIY with arch being cunning in it, and that's a system with 2 rulers. Okay, bring it on. Bring me on today. I think that's stay. Okay, so guy in the sense of a guy rope, I think. So stray is to wander off. Get rid of the R. Okay. I mean, 35 minutes is not quick. We know that much. But slowly getting there. I'm not entirely sure I will ever get there, but I've still got that one there to look at again. Mellow wine. Cool. I'm always in trouble with things like that. Like certain spirits. We're talking mellow. Not sure. What's this? I'm not get this. Naughty dog, pug. Can't be Captain Pugwash. Naughty dog, say, turned up. Very happy with, well, I am happy with Champ at the bit and Riku. So what's this? Loaded, son, with possible reason for going to church. I want son to be S. Reason for going to church is to wed. Stowed. Loaded. Stowed it. Okay. Oh, if I could type it, it would be even better. Now, stowed. Yeah. S to wed. Good. I've got some down in the corner. 36 minutes in. I don't think I'm winning the championship this year, but I am feeling pleased with myself at this point to have got this far. Let's have a look at this. Mellow wine, like certain spirits. Mellow. I think that's probably a word for mellow, isn't it, there? And then wine would be... Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look at this here, because I haven't looked at this for a while. I've got 2 letters towards it. Recalling Marines on strike. One could sound the River Valley. Wondering if that's the name of the instrument. Yeah, the kind of horn. What would the horn be? I don't think it is. That one. Naughty dog, say, turned on kids program. That doesn't really look like it's going to be a word that I can think of. So I'm going to take that out. Not that I like taking it out because it means it's harder to work with now. But I think it's wrong. I'm going to have another swig of tea, excuse me. Okay, I'm back from my cup of tea. There's a lot going on. That turned on kids program. Turned on makes me think. Turned on makes me think there's an NO in it, but which would be piano, naughty. Noticing dog could be pup, but that doesn't quite get me anywhere. Was panic a little bit when asked to name dogs beyond setters. Oh, actually, we had a setter over here, didn't we? Cryptic indication of setters part of town. Dogs. Cryptic indication. Dogs dinner. Dogs breakfast. I don't know why that would be dogs dinner though. In part of town. Dogs. Let's go dogs there though, because that might actually happen for the setter. So half-heartedly chattered about stripper clothing. If you chatter, you are gossiping. Could be chatter, just ends in D, doesn't it? This one. Dog collars, crucial verbalists put back are delightful. Not much happening there. This one, have I looked at the down on this one? Tons, there's my T for tons. Invested in stock. Flipping American junk. And flipping American would make me think SU, but US for American, and then flip that to be SU, but don't think so. So what are we doing here? Company flying flag. Company is a business which doesn't fit. Flying flag initially. Ran off at sea. And if I'd have put ran off, well, NARRAN. What would that do? Tons invested. Could be an anagram of tons. Not invested in stock. That one I've got no idea about. Right, let's have a look at this one. Particular distasteful part of fish to start with. I do think that might be fin actually. Fin is a part of fish, and that will start. So distasteful is finicky. Icky. Icky's distasteful. Finicky. There we are. What's this? Baff. Is it just an anagram of ran off? But then why is company? Flying flag would be. Where am I getting a B is the main question here, really. That one, perhaps holly's outside, so that outside of a holly tree is bark. Watering hole is a bar, and close to drunk is a dart, is a K. So I'm pretty damn comfortable with that one. So what's this? Company. So okay, let's think rather than company in terms of being a firm, although firm would just about fit there. If you've got a company, befriend, be. I could take that in out, can't I? That just isn't happening. Ran off. Company flying flag. Biff baff boff. Buffett. Off at sea. Buff. I've got that C back now. I've got that C. I've had all that time. It's back again. Stick clutched by extremely cheeky tots. So there's C. I really want that to be something ying. Extremely cheeky tots in riding gear. I feel like there's an ing, but I can't think why. So Y. ing, which makes that a stick. Close by extremely, and then can I put in there? Not a lot really. No. Stick. I mean, stick could be a rod, or a pole, but it could also be to glue something to it. I'm not sure where the ing is coming from, to be fair, as well. Tots in. So I don't know. Don't know about that really. I think that's a bit hopeful, to put it that way. Crop. Rod. Crod. This one then, I've got a Y now. Ruffian. Around a creek. Rolling over in lounger. I want to put a haystack there, but I don't really understand why that would be. Ruffian. Around a creek. What's a creek? I know what that is. That's Blue Peter. I don't know why it is, but Blue Peter's Kids Program 4 and 5. Why is it now? Naughty is blue. A dog is a pet, and say is re. There you go. Turned. Good. Okay, we'll take that. Just biff that in there. Gosh, what's this? Ruffian. Oh, it's really difficult to know what goes in there. What can we have in there? I mean, it's unlikely to be. Could be something like an E. YRB. Can't think anything can go there. Unlikely. Again, not really sure. Yes, YI Bill. YI. Again, not obvious, but possibly. Oh, yeah. P. B there, whatever that is. P. Definitely an A. Definitely an S. You know, could be haze blue or something. I don't know. Don't know about that. F G H J K. Okay. L. L could be. That feels like the most likely letter to go in that gap, actually. Around a creek. Rolling over in lounger. Okay, let's go and look at this one again. Creature that flies around. Oh gosh, yeah. Creature that flies round lake in rainy weather. So which end is it? Which end of the rainy weather am I looking at here? Or, is it the creature or the rainy weather I'm trying to get to? Creature that flies round. Creature that flies round lake in rainy weather. So I think the problem with thinking of rainy weather of 4 letters is that I can think of downpour, shower, storm, but they're all too many letters. They're far too many letters. Now look at this now. I've got the R for definite. Like certain spirits, that must be a red, mustn't it? Mellow. Mellow. Wine. So languid. Long. Mellow is certain spirits. Oh gosh, what's this? Mellow is. I can't think of what a word for mellow is really. It's a bit calm, isn't it? Spirits tend to be. I want to say cantered or something. You know, they get left for a long time, which is 48 minutes. Okay, we'll keep going. Crack on. Let's put some letters in. Z, no. X, no. So, yeah, I mean, can't, can't. Mellow. Nang, ning, nong. Man. Mild. Yeah, they could be mild, but it doesn't really work, does it? A. Oh, let's go S then. Let's start with A first. Mellow. Mellow red. Like spirits. Are we talking about certain spirits? Are we talking about ghosts, or are we talking about alcohol? And I have a feeling we're going to be talking about ghosts, which are haunted. 100. Mellow. Yeah. La. That's going to be wine, is it? Toned. Tanned. Teened. Tined. No, maybe something will come to me later on that front. So another look at this one. Recalling Marines on strike. Recalling Marines on strike. One could sound the reveille. What's going on in that clue? Is it just an anagram? Marines on? I haven't got a C though, have I? M-A-R-I-N-E-S. On. What's strike doing to me? Recalling Marines is Royal Marines. I think that's RM. Storm. So what's recalling? 3 letters for recalling. What's a strike begin with C? Not a lot happening there. So another look at the ruffian around a creek. Could be an A. Rolling over in lounger. So I'm thinking payables fits there, which is just a random biff, but therefore it does show that there are words that would fit with an A there. What have we got? Pay. A creek. A. What's a creek? A. Up creek without a paddle. I'm going to take that out for now. Come back to it. Have another look later. This one. Perhaps someone shooting. A bit of magic in the EastEnders. Witchcraft. Witch. Why would that be a bit of magic in EastEnders? Can't see that. This one threatens to go out from Gatwick Express. Threatened to go out first from Gatwick Express. I think that's a G there. I'm fairly good about that. or GE. Cryptic indication. I don't think that is dogs, but maybe it's dog. Maybe it's dogs there though. Which is dogs. Whoa. But what's the indication? Set as part of town. Cryptic sign dogs. Cryptic indicator sign. Sign language sign. Cryptic secret. Might that be secret? And if it is secret, what is it doing? Is cryptic even related to cryptic cluing like in crosswords, or are we talking about crypts in, you know, Count Dracula kind of crypts or something? Half-heartedly chattered. I have not got into this top corner at all. Funny writer with family penning poem. Okay, let's put that back in there and just have a look at this clue. Perhaps someone shooting a bit of magic in EastEnders is... I really can't get past wizard, which he clearly isn't going to be. Perhaps someone shooting is a... miss. Okay, so funny writer with family. Penning poem. I mean, the problem with that is, what's a 9-letter word for poem? And I really don't know any beyond, I don't know many words for poems beyond, odes, verses. Okay, so let's think about that then. So, family penning poem would be a verse, wouldn't it? So, I mean, that's just chucking in letters wherever. I don't think it necessarily has to go there. Leaves me 4 letters for a funny writer. Sorry, family. Family's normally kin or blood. Dog collars. Dog collars, crucial verbalists put back are delightful. Bountiful, bound. Company flying flag. Initially ran off at sea. Initially ran off. Flag, I mean, you don't need to say initially ran. It'd be an R to get to an R for ran, so it'd have to be the F. Is it? This one, gosh. Phone cases, character used on Apple products overturned. Making bloomer. So I don't think that's going to be a specific word to do with Apple or specific thing on actual Apple products, because that would just be too specific knowledge really. So phone cases, character, can't be CR for character, cases of character, so I still think that's a PE, but I don't know what. Let's go back up to this end. So if that's PE, flying flag. flag. Could be flying flag, could be an anagram of flag, but I don't really see how. Company, flying flag, initially. What do you do when you run off from sea? Ran off at sea, so you be, because then I've got the F there, be, fell, be, jump ship, you jump ship, don't you? But apart from that, I think that's probably that, thinking about ships as well, I suddenly got Blue Peter, the flag on a ship, just connected for me. Stick, chopping, not chopping, calling, could be calling, but why? Riding gear, calling, stick. Cheeky tots in riding gear. Cheeky could have been a anagram indicator, but the fact I've got a C at the start of the clue now takes me away from the idea that there's an anagram there. Clutched by extremely cheeky dots. I'm at the hour. I think I've probably got to that point where it's time to give up, really. I feel a little bit willing to go a little bit longer, but I don't think I'm going to get any further, really. What's this again? Tons invested in stock, flipping American junk. Detritus, is that? Let's try detritus. Debt. Right. Us. Oh, what's that give us? S is US. Stock. Tons is T. Tired. Stock. Tired, yeah, it's a bit of stock footage, it's tired. So that's calling. Oh, see, now I keep going. I've got to keep going now, haven't I? Because I've managed to get something else. Oh, what's this? Baffled? Company. Flying flag. Initially ran off at sea. I've got no idea why that would be baffled, though, if it was. There's nothing about at sea is baffled. Fled is, okay, yeah, fled. Fled is to, yeah, fled works, doesn't it? So flying flag, company flying flag is British Airways. British Airways flying, company flying is British Airways. Oh yeah, British Airways fly, yep, duh. Flag initially is an F, and then ran off is fled. And if you're at sea, you're baffled. This is surely lilac, isn't it? Phone cases. So that was lilac, or lily, maybe. Lilac or lily. What's this? There's my CY though, isn't it? Stick clutched by extremely cheeky tots. But what would I put in there? What would I put there more to point? Cacking. Cocking. Why is that cocking, if it is cocking? So I think that's lilac, but I can't pass why. Phone cases, character used on Apple products overturned. Making a bloom. I think there's a flower there, which is why I'm thinking lilacs and lilies. It's not a lotus, I know that much. Cheeky tots are cocky. If you're cocky, you're cheeky. What's a stick? Cocking. Cocky. But if that's cocking, what's riding gear is cooking? What about cooking? Riding gear, cooking. What would that be cooking? And what's that? Okay, so what's going on here? Phone case. Phone cases. I don't see where I'm getting L's from here. Phone cases. Character used on Apple products. Overturned. Well, if that's C-A-L-I-L, overturned would be C-A-L-I-L. Because the only thing I can think of on an apple, actual apple, is an apple symbol, really. I. It's an I, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so Apple products, everything's iPhone, iPod. So phone call. Yeah, call with an I in it. So that must be, well, cacking, kicking. Cocking. I'm sure that's cocking, but I don't cocky. I'm sure that's cocky. Extremely cheeky is cocky. Cocking, but then what's this stick? Cock. And I need to put Y. Cock cycles. Cock cycling or something. Cock. What's extremely cheeky tots in riding gear? Cocking. Boots. No. Cocking. Maybe. Maybe it is actually the name of the stick. The cocking stick. Cocking something. Let's not look at this one down here then. Lounger. Sky blue, gosh. Ruffian around a creek. Source Creek. A. Ruffian is a. Around a creek might actually be. Put the word for a creek backwards. Yeah, actually rolling over. Inland. A. Bay. Lounger. What's a lounger? And what would that answer be? A boy? Ruffian? A boy? Yob? Bayonet? Not bayonet. Actually, a creek isn't going backwards, is it? Oh dear. So creek is like a river, isn't it? Really, it's not a canal, a stream. I don't think it's a bay, but a bay backwards would fit there. And then that needs to go in a lounger, and lounger needs to go forwards, I guess. So, what's a lounger? Ruffian around a creek. So ruffian is a. I'm kind of thinking dry. Gosh, if I could type, that would be deadly. But then what's that going to be? Oh, this is an alarm call, isn't it? Alarm. Recalling Marines. Recalling. Alarm. We'll get down alarm calls. If that's an L, what's that going to get me? Creature that flies around lakey and rainy weather. I don't think it's alarm call, but I think it's alarm. Layabout, that must be. Lounger is a layabout. I don't quite understand why. Ruffian is a lout. A and then a bay. Yeah, creek. Layabout. Okay, alarm. Recalling Marines on strike. Alarm. So there's Marines, RM. Strike. Allah. One could sound the valet. Alarm. So let's have a look at this one. I actually put some letters here, see what we can get. That flies around. I mean, I'm sure it's not an anagram of that flies around. Lake. Fairly certain the lake is an L. Eaglet. Creature's an eaglet. Eaglet. In rainy weather. I think eaglet's actually got an A in it anyway, so don't. Just think about eel or elver. Don't think so. T. So I think we're looking for a creature that flies, going around a lake to get to rainy weather. I'm not entirely sure. Owlet. What about now? Owlet. Wet. Wet is round. Oh, there we go. Very good. Alarm. What's this? Alarm. One could sound the valley. Alarm. Crowd. P. Alarm cloud. I'm assuming that's alarm because I think reveille is the wake up call. So I think it's a pretty alarm crow. On strike. No. Oh. K. H. Alarm. Sure. No. Okay, interesting. I don't seem to have a letter that fits there quite happily, so I've got so CE unlikely, CRO alarm. One on strike. Alarm. Recalling Marines on strike. Crowd. Alarm. I mean, none of these words seem too bad so far, so within this puzzle, I mean diarchy, it's actually, to be fair, and there've been some, Bodica, I know, but generally I know the words, so I don't feel like this is a word I shouldn't be able to get to. No. So what would that be? Alarm, coop, corp, alarm corpse, alarm calls, alarm. I want to put crowd. I don't think it's crowd. On strike is out. If you're on strike, you're out. So what have I got? Recalling. Marines on strike. One could sound the. So I've mistyped crowd. That's. So mellow is tankard. Mellow is. I said toned, but I don't think toned is mellow. Mellow? Toned? Toned? What's that? Alarm. Clout. Kraut. Royal Marine Corps. I'll put alas there, but recalling Marines on strike. On strike is out. One alarm. D, A, F, G. So it can be an H. Chout, not heard of that word. Clout, don't understand why it'd be clout. Assuming it's out, that is kraut. Unlikely. So there's very little go there, an L or an R really, assuming it's an alarm something. This one, mellow. Tanged, tang, tinged, tingered, mellow. I would think that's toned, but I don't really. Mellowed. Mellow is. Let's have a. I mean, there's only vowels that can go there. Tan, ten, tendered. Like certain spirits. Tenured. Mellow. Tenured. Are spirits tenured? That feels like a good answer, but I don't know. Tongue. Let's go scroll up a little bit. So 75. I've been on this an hour and 15 now. Ton. Tingered. Feels like there ought to be a vowel in there, really. Because anything. Yeah, that word for mellow doesn't look right without being timbered. Tinnered? No. See, none of those seems to work. Tunard. Toned. Let's go out. Toned. Tined. So what's mellow? Tiner. Tainer. Tenor. Doesn't really work. No. What about D? Tendred. I mean, something like that could work actually if I've got tend. Kind. Kindred. There you go. Kindred. Kindred spirits. Mellow. Kind. Okay. So that's an alarm. Alarm. Chock. Hock. On strike. Whew, I don't think I'm winning the championship this year, is all I can say. Well, there's not much going there. S is C. Lock. Strike. I don't quite understand that one. Recalling Marines on strike. So I've got I assume that's the Royal Marines, and then clock. Clock is to strike, isn't it? And Allah, like the French word for that. Okay, so I've just got this bit up here that I really haven't been able to crack into at all. I don't know what the name of. I think this is a cocking. I would say cocking stick, but obviously that isn't a cocking stick because it's got a stick there. Might be a Y there, I suppose. Don't know. Cocking. But then what? I don't understand where the ing comes from. Really, cocking. Extremely cheeky tots in riding gear. To be honest, I don't know if I think I'm not sure. I think like a cocking stick is kind of like a swagger stick, but I don't really know. So is it just a stick? We're looking here, cocking something, and therefore riding gear is. Or are we looking for cocky, being extremely cheeky? Tots in which case can't see what that is. What goes where that in? Oh, okay, in riding gear. Tots in. Is that an anagram? Gear. Gear would take me out to there with a Y. Where am I getting my other two letters from? I'm kind of really hoping now. I think cryptic indication of setters part of town. High Street. I wouldn't be surprised if that is actually a reverse clue in some way. The S, where that comes from. I mean, tots would have. Let's have a quick play with that as being possible. About strip of clothing is rag, chattered, half-heartedly. About strip of clothing, well, bragged, half-heartedly, don't know, dragged. Dog collars, cruciverbalist put back into delightful. Brandish, blemish. And this one down here, I don't know where my Gatwick Express is going out, to go out first from Gatwick Express. Oh, actually, what's this got? Perhaps someone shooting a bit of magic would be a. Perhaps someone shooting a bit of magic in EastEnders. I mean, I have just got into the theory that it's going to be a Cockney clue, dropping a letter. So maybe I've got that entirely wrong. EastEnders isn't an anagram because that's something like 10 letters. But it could be E. EastEnders could be EE, could it? Not really. Bit of magic would be a wish. Wish there. Actually, that's an anagram of setter, isn't it? High Street. Cryptic indication. I think that is, isn't it? Street. It's definitely a street, I think. Part of town. So I think that's a reverse one, isn't it? Something High Street. Yeah, I think High Street is basically saying, High would be saying it's mixed up. So I think that's High Street. Wow. I got that one. Oh, I see now. I feel I've got to keep going a bit if I understand that. 1 hour 21 so far. Half-heartedly is chattered about strip of clothing. You see now that makes me think, well, what's going on here? Threatened to go out first from Gatwick Express. From Gatwick. First from Gatwick. I've got an R there now, so Express is quick is threatened to go out. Okay, that's not at least that's not an anagram of Gatwick to go out. First from Gatwick. And therefore, what's this? Issue. There's not a lot will fit in there, I'll say that much. BSE, NME, S. Could be something like that, double S. Perhaps someone shooting would be a director, camera person. Could be a she. Could be an Ellie. Actually, that's the most likely, isn't it? Really. Although, what it could be. Nope. Could be a C word. Teste. Sue. Sue could be there. Bit of magic. So there's a few possibilities there, none of which are really jumping off the page at me. Which has really been the case with all of this, I think. Or this corner, should I say. So what's this? Dog collar. I can't remember what you call a dog collar, or as in what the name is. Dog collars cruciverbalists put back. Cruciverbalists are us, me's. Delightful. feel like that one's an ish word at the end of it. I don't necessarily think it is, but it could be an IGH, I suppose, couldn't it, as well? Or an itch. That's an I. Tasteless stuff. Edging plain upholstery fabric. Tasteless is half-heartedly chattered about strip of clothing. Strip of clothing really doesn't feel like it's got much other than a rag, really. Half-heartedly. Half-heartedly chattered about strip of re-rag. Don't think so. Crag. Not sure what I'm trying to get to. Is it half-heartedly, which would be what would half-heartedly be? Just not putting in lots of effort. Or is it a strip of clothing? In which case, strip of clothing is beyond being a rag. I can't think what it is really. Ugh, the funny old writer. Okay, let's go back to putting an N in there, just see if that helps me. Perhaps someone shooting a bit of magic in EastEnders. EastEnders is sound of bow, bell, but with a bow, isn't it? So I don't think that's anything to do with it. Golly, N, M, mine, mien, air. Fin. I'm assuming we haven't got some kind of pangram going on or theme going on at all. I think that's probably a bit beyond the championships anyway, but I haven't got enough apart from the Y for layabout. I haven't got any Q's or X's or Z's. Kin. Magician. Bit of magic. Spell. Shooting a bit of magic. Spell. Spell. So no, nothing coming in there. Don't know what my cocking thing is, if it is a cocking thing. And there we go there. So I think I've hit the end of this really. It's just got an hour and a half anyway, so that's been pretty good effort really. I've got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 clues I can't actually do. Basically the top right of the grid really. Assuming everything else is wrong. Right, sorry, not entirely sure about Bluger. Think everything else is right. Didn't really understand Chaplin. Dog collars. If only could think what dog is a dog collars, cruciverbalists. Put back are delightful. British. British. Does British fit? Oh, don't think it does. Delightful British. It really has no sense to that clue. Dog. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why that would be. No, that's it. I'm going to click the check button, see how I've done. Yeah. Okay, so that one wasn't right. And that wasn't right either, was it, I think? Let's have a look at that. See if I can just figure out that. It's a food stuff. Barbarian. I don't know what barbarian is, don't know what the food is really. So let's reveal that one. Hun. Boona. Oh, yes, I do know Boona. One of my favourite curries when I first ate curry. This one wasn't a cocking stick, so what is it? It's a cycling riding gear, cycling course. Oh, there's my CY. After all that, cycling shorts, tots. Now, boom. Cycling shorts. That was obvious, wasn't it? Stick. Why is that a stick? CY, cycling, or CY. Sorry. Cling is to stick, and then tots are shorts. Riding gear. Okay, well that's fair enough. Well, let's go through the clue. Let's keep going. Let's get this one revealed. Bewitch. Why was that bewitch? Dog, collars, cruciverbalist, put back our delightful. Okay, delightful, bewitch. Fair enough. You bewitch someone. Dog is a bitch, and cruciverbalist is we. I did say it might be us or something like that, so I feel like that's okay. This one, funny writer with family. Penning poem. Not sure who that will be, if it is a particular name. This one, tasteless stuff edging plain upholstery fabric. Tasteless stuff. Stuff is to put stuff in, isn't it? To fill. Tartan? I don't think so. Let's do that one, see what I get, because that'll give me some more letters for the crosses. Debag. Okay. I was never going to get that. I've got no idea. Garbed. I think clothing. Gabbled. G-A-B-B-L-E-D. Gabbed. Yeah, so only one B for gabbed, turning backwards. A strip. Oh, to strip someone of their clothing is to debag them. Okay, fair enough. That must be Wodehouse, mustn't it? P.G. Wodehouse, is that his name? So he's a funny writer, apparently. Family, I guess, is a kin. Is that right? Oh, yeah. So ode is a poem. With is W, and family is house. Okay, fair enough. What's this? Tasteless is stuff. Edging plain upholstery fabric. Golly, what was this? So I'm there now, I've got no choice but to figure that out, so to speak, or reveal it. Because I've got all the letters I can have. What? Licensee, I think that is. Perhaps someone's shooting a bit. Yeah, licensee, I think that is. I don't know what it is. Someone's shooting a bit of magic. Going to check that. Is that right? Licensee? No, not at all. Okay, I think it might be time to reveal that one, to be fair. What is it? I'm just... I actually started to think, is that a hidden word? And even if I'd known that was a hidden word, I could have worked it out, I guess, but I've never heard of a cineast. Never heard of that word in my life. So no shame in not getting a word you don't know. Thread to go out first is from Gatwick Express. Thread to go out first from Gatwick is G, and utter. Gutter. Now, gutter, I suppose. Utter is to express, yes. So what's this? Tabouret, something? Tasteless. Tart, I think. Tart. No, it can't be tart. Upholstery fabric. Plain. Tasteless stuff. Edging, plain. Upholstery. That's tat, isn't it? So tat around bear. Tabouret. Okay, 1 hour 34. I think I went through all the clues. Let's have it. So just to remind myself, I had to reveal bewitch and debag and cineast. So those three were revealed, and then I had to get Booner. I did as well. So four I've actually revealed. I had 2 wrong. Cycling shots I then got Wodehouse, Tabouret, and Gutter. So yes, that's not bad, is it? So what we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 clues. I had 7 left when I gave up. I had 2 wrong, so that's 21 correct. 21 correct, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 that I was never getting. Wow. Okay, good. Well, fairly pleased with that, I think. So yeah. Okay. Maybe the Times Championship isn't here yet for next year.